good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to another video here at Anxiety Awakening. I am Emmy Lou. If you haven't watched the intro video already, then please go and watch that first, because that will explain all about this channel, the purpose of this channel, and my little mission with this channel. So today I wanted to talk about my 5 top tips for dealing with a panic attack in any situation, whether you be at home, in the workplace, out in a social gathering, out on your own, on a trip. These things can be done anywhere, and I have found them super effective to help nip panic in the bud. A couple of them take practice. A couple of them are little techniques that I have not invented myself, but I've combined different things with different things. So I'm hoping that this helps people, because I know panic attacks can be extremely daunting, especially if you're out in public or if you're in the workplace on a shift. I have actually used these techniques in many spaces. I've used them at home when I've had attacks in the middle of the night. I've used them in the workplace. For those of you that don't know me, if you watch the intro video, you will get to know me a little bit. I have been a support and care worker for many, many years, and I have been in some stressful workplace situations, and I have found that these little techniques that I use can help nip an attack in the bud and help you regain focus and get to that place of calm again. So, without further ado, let's crack on with number 1. So, my first go-to rescue remedy when I feel a panic attack or any form of overwhelming anxiety is cold water. So, water, no matter where you are, can be found anywhere. Whether you're outside, whether you're in a workplace, whether you're at home, no matter where you are, there's always going to be an outlet of water, whether that be from a tap, a shower, a lake, the sea. Wherever you are, you're always going to have access to cold water, unless, of course, you're in the middle of the Sahara Desert, which I couldn't think of anything worse, because there's nothing around. But there we go. So basically, I started using cold water as a therapy, mainly when I first came off all my medication. So I cold turkeyed off anxiety and antidepressant medication just over 2 years ago now, and obviously I'm not advising anybody to do that, and you should always seek professional help if you feel that you need it, but I personally wanted to conquer this on my own. So I first started using cold water therapy the day after I decided to cold turkey. So the first day that I decided to cold turkey, I thought, right, I'm gonna be withdrawing off the medication. I'm bound to have panic attacks thick and fast. What can I do? So I took some time off work, 2 weeks to be precise, and I live near the sea. I'm lucky enough to live near the sea in a place called Crosby in North Liverpool, UK. And not far from me is a marina where they do like sailing and canoeing and water sports and things like that. But you can also get into the marina and swim. So I went down to the marina this day, and I was all jittery, and I was like, you've got this, you've got this, you've got this. And the water is freezing there no matter what time of year. And I started going cold water swimming. And I found that it really, really helps with my nervous system, particularly. You usually get like hot flushes and stuff as well, and you're suffering with really bad anxiety. You become disorientated, etc., etc. And there's something about water I found exceptionally calming and exceptionally invigorating at the same time. So, cut a long story short, and I always say this in my videos, because I don't want to ramble on for about an hour, and I could talk forever, but I cold water swimmed every single day for 2 weeks because I found that it helped with the nervous system. So you can do your own research on this, but you will probably discover what I've discovered just from trying it out myself. So after that, I was expecting to have panic attacks quite regular until, My body was rid of all of these medications and chemicals, and obviously I was going to go through a total body reset and a total chemical brain reset and all that palaver. So what I find really helpful when I start, and this actually happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I was in bed and I don't know where it came from. I really couldn't tell you the trigger, but I started getting the rushes, what I've explained in my previous videos. If you haven't watched them, go ahead and watch them. I'm trying to help people and be as honest and as transparent as possible. So anyway, I thought, right, I need cold water. Not only is it very grounding and it's connecting you to something that's natural, but I find if you douse yourself in cold water, and especially the back of the neck, the wrists, the head, the places where you're most likely to burn up during an anxiety or panic attack, it kind of shocks your system a little bit. So anyway, I was in bed, started with this panic attack. I was like, right, so I ran into the kitchen and I was like, and I just put the cold water tap on and I started throwing cold water all over myself. Here, back of the neck, head, face, wrists. And I just started throwing it all over myself. And the shock of the cold water, it kind of counteracted the anxiety. So then I was concentrating on the feeling of the cold water. And I thought, you know what, after 5 or 10 minutes, I thought, oh my God, I've come out of this pretty quickly. This is really good. So that's basically my number one go. Cold water, obviously drink, because your mouth gets dry, your lips get sticky and whatnot, but you have access to cold water anywhere. So whether you're in work, whether you're out with friends, on a night out, at home alone, you've got access to cold water anywhere. Just try it, dousing yourself, getting a cold shower. If you've got a pond or a lake nearby that's safe to go in, jump in it. The feeling of the shock of the cold water, it can really, really reset you straight away. And that's what I find really helps. So that's my number one go-to. Number two is box breathing 4x4x4. Plus using your touch sensors. So finger to thumb. So I'm gonna teach you how to do this. So when you start having racing heart, hyperventilating, etc., you need to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, while counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and really feel the pads of your fingers between your thumbs. So you breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and then breathe out for 4. So while you're doing the box breathing in for 4, holding for 4, and breathing out for 4, you need to feel the pads between your fingers and count 1, 2, 3, 4 on the breath in. And then while you're holding your breath, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then when you're breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this helps you stay focused in that present moment and focused on not just counting, breathing in, holding the breath and breathing out, but it's also like a little regulation for your mind. It's like a psychology thing as well, but also you're using your senses to touch. So the more pressure you put, the more you're concentrating on the pressure on your fingers than you are about what's going through your mind and what's happening to your body. And with panic attacks and anxiety, you tend to hyperventilate. So you tend to overcompensate and breathe in too much. So then you hyperventilate. So with the box breathing, it's not about getting as much air in as you can. It's about regulating the breathing. And it's about making it like a system. Dum, 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 dum. So I'm going to do this with you now. So let's practice. So it's just about having that regular, consistent, nice flow of breath. And then you're also concentrating your mind on the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the hold, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 on the exhale. And about after 5-10 minutes, you will notice that your body starts to really calm down and you feel nice and relaxed. Number 3 on my top list, and don't laugh, but it's one of these. So this is a head massager. I have no idea what they're technically called, but so basically I don't know how I came across this. It must have just been by accident. I think I was just having this major panic attack in mine one day at home here in this flat, And I was like looking for something to distract me. And I found this in one of my drawers. And it's a head massager. But basically, it's that kind of head massager that when you put it down your scalp, it gives you all these tingles and shivers all over your body. And it made me laugh. And it made me feel good in the space of a few seconds. So because this can make you super duper sensitive, the feelings that this can give you can override the feelings that the panic attack is giving you, because it's a feel good feeling. It's really, really strange, but it works. So I got this out the drawer and I thought, I'll try anything at this point. I don't want to drink alcohol anymore, and I'll go into that in another video. But I thought, I'm just going to give this a go, and I swear on my life it works. So grab yourself one of these. You can find them online, anywhere. Shops will sell them. They're not expensive. They're a couple of pounds, a couple of dollars in USD maybe. And all you do is simply just rub it and twist it around your scalp and down your neck. And the feeling that it gives you is a nice, pleasant, uplifting, euphoric feeling. So that overrides the feeling of the panic. You can also carry it in your handbag or carry it around with you. Take it to work, take it out with you on a night out. Social situations, take it on holiday. It's compact. You can put a bobble around it or elastic bands, putting it in luggage, save space. Excellent, excellent little thing. You can use it on your neck, you can use it on your shoulders, but it's the feeling that it gives you. It makes you super, super sensitive, and it gives you that nice, like, ooh, tingly feeling, goosebumps, and that overrides the anxious and the panic. Let's move on then. Number 4. So I remember doing this when I was sat on the toilet, not doing anything on the toilet, but I was sat on the toilet after dousing myself in cold water one time, and I just started doing this. I'm not saying I invented this, but I kind of made it up as I went along. So I call it the 10-second I am okay technique, and it is basically about mindfulness. So while you are sitting there and dealing with this anxiety and this panic, you need to think to yourself, I was okay 10 seconds ago. I'm going to be okay in 10 seconds. Then count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then say to yourself again, I was okay 10 seconds ago. I'm going to be okay in 10 seconds. And repeat as often as you need to and as many times as you need to. So what this does is basically it keeps you in the here and now, and it makes you stop panicking about what's going to happen to you, because you're feeling these feelings of the anxiety and panic. So often when we're having anxiety and panic attacks, we get a sense of impending doom, and then we basically shit ourselves and think, oh my God, I'm going to die, I'm going to have a heart attack. Oh my God, what's going to happen to me? And you freak out. So what this does is it keeps you grounded in the moment, and it gives you reassurance, right? It's like you're tricking yourself, but you're not, because you're telling yourself the truth. And it's a really, really, really strange thing, but it does work. So once again, sit there as you're getting carried away and you're feeling like, oh my God, this is gonna kill me. Hang on a minute. I was okay 10 seconds ago. I'm going to be okay in 10 seconds. And then count to 10. Do the box breathing. Then say to yourself again, I was okay 10 seconds ago. I'm going to be okay in 10 seconds. And repeat and repeat and repeat. And I swear it works. I don't know how I come across it. It's just my own little made up thing. But 10 seconds, I am okay technique. Try it and let me know in the comments how it goes for you. It's one that I really, really go to a lot when I start feeling the feels and whatnot. And last but not least, number 5 is simple. If you're with somebody, whether you're not with somebody, get on the phone, and it's to talk about how you feel. Tell them, tell anyone. If you're in work, you've got colleagues, you've got peers, you've got bosses, go to them. Don't be afraid, because a lot of the time when we're having a panic attack, we're trying so hard to keep it under, which makes it worse because it's not coming out your system. And what I find, instead of because I've tried so many times in the past to keep it under wraps, and I find it really makes it worse. So what I do now is I talk to the nearest person and say, help me. This is how I feel. I feel like this. This is happening to my body, and this is how I feel inside, and this is what I'm thinking. And when you start talking to somebody, anyone who's got the time to listen, and anyone who is around you should support you, because they're not nice things to go through. Once you start talking about how you're feeling in that moment, that's also using mindfulness, but it's also expressing your emotions at the same time, which is therefore releasing the anxiety and the panic, because you're getting it off your chest. Simple, really effective. The last horrendous panic attack I had was probably about 8 months ago in my old workplace, the place that I worked before, where I work now. And it just happened, it just came on. I think I was suffering with a bit of insomnia, because I do suffer with insomnia because of my anxiety. And when I suffer with insomnia and I don't get enough sleep, that's what kicks off my attacks. And it just came out of nowhere. The rushes came, I freaked out, and I grabbed a lady called Kerry, who was one of my colleagues, and I started telling her how I felt. And after about 15 minutes, I got the adrenaline, the shakes, because it was leaving my body. But it really helped getting it out, because that's what I feel anxiety and panic attacks are. It's a release. It's a release of some kind of built up energy that's caused by many things. I'm going to do another video tomorrow, which I feel is really important as well. And it's following on from the video that I did in Alcudia in Mallorca about energy awareness, and about how people around you and in your circle and in your life can sometimes be the cause of anxiety, which then kicks off the panic. But also what's really important is your environment. And I'll dive into this in the video tomorrow and upload it as and when, because I do feel, and I've experienced this a lot, that your environment contributes massively to how your nervous system works out, and how your nervous system is, and how you sleep, etc. So that's it for today, guys. There's my 5 top tips for dealing with panic and nipping it in the bud, no matter where you are and what situation you're in. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, watch all the other videos. I'm here to help, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch up with you soon. Bye.